Americans, when we grew up, we learned to speak two different languages. I'm not talking about like English or other languages, but the language of harmony. So that might include things like listen before you speak. The problem with this is that then you go to work in a Western environment and your manager tells you, speak up. Your performance review says you gotta be more visible. They're telling you about things like you have to constantly be self-promoting. And the truth is we feel uncomfortable with that is because that wasn't the language we were taught growing up. And it's a really important thing to recognize that because there's a translation process, it doesn't always come naturally, because in one culture, what sounds like self-promotion is just explaining to people what your values are. In others, feels like you're bragging. Erin Meyer at INSEAD actually describes cultures as China or Japan as what they call high context, whereas American and Canadian workplaces are considered low context. If you're not saying it directly, then it doesn't exist. Whereas in Asia, you're kind of expected an understanding of reading the room, reading the air between them. Instead of being direct with what you're saying, you understand subtext. Not to say either is right or wrong, and the goal is never to become more Western, but the goal is to become more bilingual. Keep the empathy, the listening, and the humility that has always shaped us, but also learn how to switch languages so that when you're dealing with Western people who doesn't speak the language of harmony, know how to be direct and set boundaries and communicate directly so that you don't get taken advantage of. My name is John, and I'm the author of Big Asian Energy. Follow for more stories about Asia and the patterns that nobody has taught us to name.